Pre-colonial era. Pre-colonial era had a wide array of indigenous weapons developed by various ethnic groups. Most of these are either made to have a sharp edge, which are usually used in everyday life. These weapons were often crafted from locally available materials and included items such as the bolo and kampilan. These weapons are used in many fields. Examples are for butchered, making artworks, workshops that create certain objects such as cups and spoons. In carpentry, will be making of certain objects inside and outside a structure such as chairs and doors. Bolo. The bolo is a general term for traditional pre-colonial, small to medium-sized single-edged swords or large knives of the Philippines that function as both tools and weapons. These are characterized by a curved wide blade that narrows towards the hilt with pointed or blunt tips. Bolas were used in both pre-colonial and colonial era as these weapons are easily carried and is very effective on inflicting damage.
Kampilan. The kampilan is a heavy sword, which is why it was mostly used by Filipino warriors for centuries. A kampilan is particularly well suited for close quarter combats and could be used to deliver devastating, slashing, and stabbing attacks. An example of these weapons being utilized in ancient times is exemplified by Lapu-Lapu, who is regarded as one of the Philippines' national heroes and the country's very first national hero. Lapu-Lapu held the esteemed position of Datu, serving as the tribal leader for the Tausug or the Sama Bajau people of Mindanao. On April 27, 1521, Lapu-Lapu together with the men of Mactan fought Magellan and the change he wanted to bring with the Spanish flag.
Colonial era started when the Spanish arrived in the Philippines in the 16th century. They have brought and introduced many of European weaponry and tactics. These include muskets, swords, and cannons, but the Filipinos continue to use indigenous weapons alongside some of the Spanish weaponry. After the colonization of the Spaniards, the Americans introduced modern firearms to the Philippines during their colonial rule. These included rifles, pistols, and machine guns. The influence of American military training and weapons significantly impacted the Philippine military, as this was the time when the Philippine military weaponry focused on guns and thus the use of indigenous weapons became less used. Other weapons that was used in both past and present time. Arnis. Arnis, also known as Eskrima or Kali. Arnis is a traditional Filipino martial art that primarily focuses on stick fighting techniques but also encompasses various other weapon-based and empty-hand combat techniques. Arnis date back in pre-colonial era as this style of combat mainly used as stick, but in recent time Arnis is now considered a national sport.